So to start off this feeding video, we're going to begin with Hash, my smaller of the two corn snakes. As you can see, he's coiled under his basket here. I usually like to try and feed him up on this basking ledge just because it makes it easier for him to sort of distinguish that that's where he gets fed compared to the rest of his habitat. As you can see though, he just has his head poking out and he's ready to eat. So let's give him some mice. So Hash is about to receive his mouse. I'm going to bring it in from over here. Hash. He's going to drag it down. It's interesting. You compare him to his brother Vegas, and he seems a lot more gentle with his strikes. Definitely when it comes to approaching the mouse and consuming it. So now we can see Hash finishing up his mouse, and he's checking out the camera right here. But if you look at the way their skin works when they are swallowing, you can see a lot of people think that pattern on the snake is actually the scales, but look at how the skin is actually those white parts in between that are stretching to consume the mouse. It truly is amazing to see how these animals have adapted to swallow prey much larger than the width of their head, and you can actually see some pretty good views of his teeth, or at least the bottom rows of it. And he's not cooperating with the camera, but truly I think it's amazing, and the fact that they do it without the assistance of arms or legs truly is what makes snakes an amazing animal. So we are going to be moving on to Vegas, and as you can see, he slithered over here, probably heading towards the warmer end of his habitat to investigate. However, Vegas. I think he realizes that, Vegas, there's a mouse here. You can see his muscles tensing. Oh, there he goes. And the truth is, guys, I understand there are people who, mice have lives, and we shouldn't feed them to snakes because it's cruel, but I'm even feeding them frozen thawed rodents, and as you can see, they take a dead, pre-killed, non-living mouse just as they would a live mouse, but without the stress of having to kill it. And in fact, a live mouse can fight back against a snake. This way, in my eyes, I feel like feeding frozen thawed animals is more humane, it's healthier for your snake, less stress than using a live mouse. And, I understand people have their opinions, but truthfully, I don't think there's anything wrong with feeding him this frozen thawed animal. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it a bit educational in terms of how snakes will hunt, digest, and constrict prey. Again, I left a warning at the beginning of this video, so if you still watched it and you're leaving comments complaining how the dead mouse is innocent, was a living thing, you need to remember that I did warn you guys before watching this video. Again, my intentions was for this to be an educational video on how snakes will consume, and Hash, he thinks this camera's food. Forgive me, it's kind of funny. But as I was saying, for you guys to learn how snakes eat their food, and until then, this has been the Snake Dude 1814, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.